Hello everybody, welcome back to the Barrett channel, where today I am the BBC and I will stop at nobody to expose the CCP and all else. So we are in Guiyang, which is the capital city of China's poorest province, Guizhou, and we're gonna have a walk around and see what we find in this city. Oh, and look, straight away we found the consequences of the CCP forced labour. A man has simply passed out because he's so exhausted and he just cannot carry on anymore. Now, if you've ever lived in China, you will know that that's a pretty normal thing for construction workers and labour workers. On their lunch break, they'll have a nap outside because, guess why? Oh yeah, because it's safe to do so, because people aren't going to mess with him and steal his stuff, and he feels safe enough to literally be able to fall asleep on the streets of a city. Pretty remarkable if you ask me. And we're back as the BBC. Would you see all of these people just walking around, looking aimless, looking glum? They look so unhappy. Probably because they know they've got to work 17 hours a day, 7 days a week for the next 90 years, because that is what's put in place by the evil CCP, who just need labour workers to do the jobs for them. Would you see this? Women on her phone because she knows the government are tracking her every move on her phone. Can you believe it? Every single move is tracked by the government. 1.4 billion people. They know exactly where they are at all times. I can't even carry on, man. Oh. Anybody who really thinks that, just take 2 minutes to critically think about the resources that would be required to track 1.4 billion people, their every move. It's almost funny that people actually think that, because it doesn't take a genius to think that, to realise that that's obviously not the case. You know, cameras are there, these things are in place so they can catch bad people doing bad things. So, if you ain't doing anything criminal, then don't worry, I think you'll be just about all right. And here we have another simply exhausted worker who just cannot go on anymore. It's quite easy to see. People just cannot cope under this oppressive society that are just taking every ounce of energy from its people. You just walk around and you feel the sense of unhappiness in the atmosphere. I can feel it. Ugh. Look at these guys in their communist uniform because they've been forced to wear it. Forced to wear the communist star so that the government can keep their power and make its people think that the people are supportive of their government, when really they're not. I know there's people here smiling and laughing. Uh-oh, turn the camera off because that doesn't suit our narrative. No. Cut that from the editorial piece, because we can't have people smiling, because that might make people think that China is an okay place, and that's definitely not what we're aiming for, is it? Walking down the stairs, women carrying children, using them to beg for money on the streets, because people won't give it to adults, they're using their children, because that's how poor the Chinese people are. They need to go down to those levels to beg for money, even in the capital city of the province. Would you believe it? Why am I even here? I can't last here. I need to leave this country. I need to leave as soon as possible. Can you see that building over there? A fantastic piece of architecture, but no doubt that is a media tower with lots of Chinese media in there to spread more of their lies and propaganda across the world, trying to make the world believe that China and the CCP are doing good for the people, when really, us in the West, we are the ones in the know. Us who have never been to China. People reporting on China as experts when they've really only spent 2 weeks there. They are the ones that know. Definitely do not trust these people who are on the ground in China, showing you their real life experiences, because they, in fact, are wrong. They are the ones that are paid by the CCP. They're the ones. I can't do it anymore. Here we walk through the glum and dirty subway underpass. It's simply so dirty, I cannot see the floor. Because China is obviously a dirty place, and it's a backwards country. What? You know, China is really one of the cleanest places I've ever experienced in my entire life. I mean, I've only really spent a decent amount of time in the UK, Vietnam, and China. So I've not really well traveled all the way around the world, but China is definitely the cleanest place I've ever lived in. And it's really nice when you're walking around the streets and everywhere's clean, because you've got the government employing older people who may not be well educated, and they are, ni hao. Uh-oh, cut that out the footage as well. People smiling, can't be having that in the video. Cannot be having that in the video. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, China, very clean. And it's actually surprised some of my friends and family back home who have seen the videos and realised, whoa, the streets are very clean. And yeah, the government are employing the older generation who may not have much education, and they'll be up in the mornings scrubbing the streets, sweeping the streets rather, and you know, keeps them in a job. As you can see here, Starbucks. This is obviously an American brand that China have used their world dominance and their communist power to force these Western brands into China. They've done it through blackmail and blackmail only. As you can see, there's many people drinking it, and Starbucks is very popular in and around China. And that is only because it's a Western brand, and everybody in China knows the West is just an amazing place. It's so much better. So I've just brought a Starbucks, and you know what money with the money that the CCP is sending me every month to say these things about China. So I'm going to enjoy this coffee on them. Thank you very much. Oh my God. I'm coughing. Just simply look at the sky. The pollution that is in the sky. It's actually seriously hard to breathe. That's what I have to put up with on a daily basis. Everyone struggling to breathe. It's a daily occurrence, going into the hospital just because people can't breathe because of the pollution. Would you believe it? It's true. Now, obviously, guys, this is all just a bit of tongue-in-cheek, but that is seriously a slight exaggeration, but maybe not even. But that's pretty much what the BBC do, and all these other Western media sources like CNN, Fox News, believe the Times. I mean, they even wrote a hit piece on us. But yeah, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, that is the sad reality we live in today. Hopefully we can help build a bridge between the rest of the world and China through these videos. Maybe not this one. This one's a bit more of a tongue-in-cheek one, like I said. But hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, please drop a like. If you'd like more of them, these style, then please do drop a comment down below. We will see you in the next one. For now, take care.